Hi friends, today I am giving a lecture on differences between types of collections in Python programming. In Python programming, so there are five types of collections are there. First one is list, second one is tuple, third one is set, and fourth one is frozen set, and fifth one is dictionary. Okay, there are some similarities and dissimilarities between the collections are there that are discussed in this video. The first column in the difference table indicates the factor on which all the lists are compared, all the collections are compared. Okay, so first one is the first factor is collection. Okay, so here a list is also a collection, so then it is yes. Tuple is also a collection, so set is also a collection, frozen set is also a collection, dictionary is also a collection. Okay, all five are collections. Because of that reason I am writing yes, 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 yes and yes. Okay, next second factor, definition. First definition of the list is a list is a collection of objects separated by a comma that are specified within the square bracket. Okay, that means all the elements or are objects in the list are separated by a comma and all elements are specified within the square bracket. So then it indicates the collection is a list. Okay, next second one is tuple. Tuple is a collection of elements that are separated by a comma. All the elements are specified within the parenthesis. This is open parenthesis and close parenthesis. All the elements or are objects are specified within the parenthesis. Hence, we can say that this type of collection is called as a tuple. Okay. Next one, third one, set. A set is a well-defined collection of objects or are elements that are separated by a comma. All the elements within the set are specified within the curly braces. So this is the opening brace and closing brace, but set does not allow any duplicate elements. Okay. Next, fourth one is frozen set. Frozen set is a one type of set. All the elements within the frozen set are separated by a comma and all the elements are specified within the parenthesis, opening brace, closing brace and closing parenthesis. Okay, so this type of collection is called as frozen set. Next one is dictionary. A dictionary is a collection of key comma value pairs. Okay, so every pair contains two values. First value is a key value and second one is a value. Okay, key comma value pair. Dictionary is a collection of key comma value pairs. All the key comma value pairs are separated by a comma. All the key comma values are specified within the opening brace and closing brace. So this type of collection is called as a dictionary. Okay. Next one. Third one is a syntax. What is the syntax of the list? Okay. A list underscore name. This is a valid variable name. Okay. You can use either valid variable name list. No problem at all. Okay, list underscore name. This is a valid variable name is equal to within the square brackets we have to write the set of elements that are separated by a comma. Here v1, v2, v3 up to vn are the elements or are objects that are separated by a comma. Here n number of elements are specified within the square bracket. Here list underscore name is a valid list name, valid collection name. That collection is called as a list. Okay. Next one, syntax of tuple. Okay. So tuple underscore name. Tuple underscore name is a valid variable name is equal to, within the parenthesis we are specifying n number of elements that are separated by a comma. So this syntax indicates the tuple collection. Okay. Next, third one is a set. So set underscore name. Here set underscore name is a valid variable name is equal to, within the curly braces we have to write the n number of elements that are separated by a comma. This type of collection is called as set. Next one is frozen set. So frozen set underscore name is a valid variable name is equal to, open parenthesis, curly braces, closing curly braces and closing parenthesis. In between n number of elements are there, v1, v2, v3 up to vn, that are separated by a comma. Okay, so this type of collection is called as frozen set. Okay, next, dictionary. So here dict underscore name is nothing but dictionary name. Okay, it is a valid variable name. So that is equal to, within the curly braces we have to write the key comma value pair. So key 1 colon value 1, key 2 colon value 2, key n colon value n. Okay, n number of key comma value pairs are there, so that are separated by a comma. All the key comma value pairs are specified within the curly braces. So this type of collection is called as dictionary. Okay, now fourth one, homogeneous and heterogeneous elements. Homogeneous means same type of elements are stored in a collection. So that type of collection is called as homogeneous collection. Heterogeneous elements means, so different data types of elements are stored in a collection. Okay, so homogeneous and heterogeneous elements, that is same type of elements and different type of elements are stored in the collection. Okay, so whether it is supported by all the collections or not, okay, we have to check. So list allows both homogeneous and heterogeneous elements. Okay, so list supports to store both homogeneous and heterogeneous data type elements. Okay, and also tuple allows both homogeneous and heterogeneous data type elements. Okay, and also set allows both homogeneous and heterogeneous data type elements. And frozen set also allows homogeneous and non-homogeneous data type elements. And dictionary also allows both homogeneous and heterogeneous data type elements. Okay, all the collections are used for storing both homogeneous and heterogeneous elements. Okay, so all the collections support both homogeneous and heterogeneous data type elements. Okay, next one, fifth one is insertion order. First of all, what is insertion order? The order in which elements are inserted into the collection, the same order is maintained while displaying the elements in the collection. Okay, whatever the order we have to follow, the same order is also followed while displaying the elements in the corresponding collection. So that type of order is called as insertion order. Okay, list maintains the insertion order. Whatever the elements we are inserted into the list, the same order is maintained by the list while displaying the elements in the list. Because of that reason, insertion order is maintained by the list. Next one, tuple also maintains the insertion order. the order in which we are inserting the elements, the same order is also maintained by the tuple while displaying the elements in the tuple collection. But set does not follow the insertion order. The order in which we are inserting the elements into the set, the same order is not maintained because of set does not allow duplicate elements, and a set does not follow the order in which we are inserting while they are displaying. Okay, and frozen set is also not maintained the insertion order. And dictionary follows the insertion order. Whatever the order we are inserting the elements, the same order is maintained by the dictionary while displaying the elements within the dictionary, that are key comma value pairs. And the next one is indexing and slicing. First of all, what is indexing? Indexing is used to access the individual elements within the list. Okay, suppose we want to access every element individually within the collection. For that purpose, we are using indexing. Slicing means suppose we want to require only 3 or 4 elements from the particular collection. For that purpose, we have to use slicing. Slicing is used to access the required data only. Indexing is used for accessing every individual element from the collection. Okay, so here list follows both indexing and slicing, and also tuple also follows both indexing and slicing, but set does not follow indexing and slicing, and frozen set also not follow the indexing and slicing. And here in the case of dictionary, it allows indexing. In the case of dictionary, okay, so duplicate key values are not allowed in the dictionary, but the values are also duplicated. Okay, so dictionary is a collection of key comma value pairs. Okay, so duplication in key values are not supported, okay, in the dictionary, but values may be duplicated so in the dictionary. So that is the reason that is the reason. Okay, so because of that reason, indexing and slicing are not allowed in dictionary. Okay, duplicate keys are not allowed, and also duplicate values are also allowed. Because of that reason, indexing and slicing is not allowed. Okay, next one, duplicate elements. List allows duplicate elements, tuple allows duplicate elements, set does not allow duplicate elements, frozen set does not allow duplicate elements. But in the case of dictionary, duplicate keys are not allowed, and duplicate values are also allowed. Okay, and last one is mutability. So what is the difference between mutable and immutable? So mutable means changes are done. Changes are nothing but we have to insert the elements into the collection, we have to delete the elements from the collection, we have to update the elements from the collection. So mutable means changes can be done. Immutable means changes are not allowed. Changes are nothing but insertion, deletions and updations. Okay, so list is a mutable. That means changes are done on the list collection. Tuple does not allow, tuple is immutable because it does not allow the changes. Okay, because of that reason, tuple collection is immutable. And a set is mutable. That means changes are done on the set. So like insertion, deletions and updations. Because of that reason, set is mutable. And frozen set is immutable. Changes are not allowed, like insertion, deletions, etc. And dictionary is mutable. That means changes can be done on the dictionary collection, such as insertion, deletion, etc. Okay. Indexing and slicing is not allowed in the case of dictionary. Okay, so these are the 8 differences between various types of collection, and the 9th difference is example for this one for each and every collection. So now these are the examples of list collection. So list underscore name is equal to, within the square bracket we are writing the elements, n number of elements that are separated by a comma. So that type of collection is called as list collection. Okay. So another example, list underscore name. Okay. So this is also a valid variable name, or you are using another valid variable name. List underscore name is equal to, within the square bracket we are writing both the homogeneous and heterogeneous data type elements. So these are the integers and these 3 are the strings. So list collection allows both homogeneous and heterogeneous data type elements. Next one, example for tuple collection. Okay, a tuple is a collection of elements that are separated by a comma. They are specified within the open parenthesis and the closing parenthesis. Okay, tuple underscore name is a valid variable name is equal to, within the open parenthesis and closing parenthesis we are writing n number of elements, okay, that are separated by a comma. It allows heterogeneous data type elements because it is a string and these all are integers. Okay. Next, another example, tuple underscore name is a valid variable name is equal to, within the open parenthesis and closing parenthesis we are writing strings. This is one string, this is one string, this is one string, and this is integers. All are separated by a comma, and if any string is there within the list or collection or set or frozen set or dictionary, they are putting single quote or double quote, no problem at all. Next, example for set collection. So set underscore name, this is a valid variable name, is equal to, within the opening brace and closing brace we are writing heterogeneous data type elements that are separated by a comma. Here 85 is integer, 23.45 is a double, and HYD and ROY is string type. So it allows heterogeneous data type elements. Next, example for frozen set collection. So frozen set underscore name, this is a valid variable name. So is equal to, within the opening parenthesis and opening brace and closing parenthesis and closing brace we are writing heterogeneous data type elements that are separated by a comma. So that type of collection is called as frozen set collection. Next, example for dictionary collection. So dictionary underscore name is a valid variable name is equal to, within the opening brace and closing brace we are writing key comma value pair. Here student ID, student name, student address. These are the key values. Okay, and final one, Ram, Hyderabad are the values.